How do I become a pilot? If you are a pilot, you get asked this question all the time. And one of the things that I've started doing is I ask the individual what their motivation to be a pilot is. And I found that there's 4 motivations that cause people to want to be a pilot. And I'm going to list those 4 motivations and also go over the motivations that'll help you be successful as a pilot and have a fulfilling aviation career, and the motivations that are going to make you miserable. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's roll the intro.
Cruising down the highway, windows down low. Sunset paints the sky in a fiery glow. Mountains rise up, touching clouds above, valleys below.
Hey, welcome back. I appreciate all the support we've gotten so far. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get into this and have a little fun with it. But most people in the aviation world have really 4 motivations, and there's more beyond this, but I think these are the 4 big ones. And first of all, I think a love of aviation motivates people to get into it. That's pretty obvious. Number 2, a sense of adventure. They want to get out. They want to see the world. They don't want to be stuck behind a desk. The third one is money. They want to make some money so they can provide a good living for their family and do some fun things. And the last one is prestige. We've all heard the joke, how do you know you're in the same room as a pilot? They'll tell you. So there's nothing wrong with those motivations. And I believe that most people in the pilot world, the pilot community, have those same motivations. And that's what makes it fun, because you're around people that share some of the same interests as you do. It's fun to talk to them. One of my best friends is a Southwest pilot, and I only talk to him probably about once a month nowadays, but I always love having a conversation with him. And he'll usually come up to me, hey, how's the flying going? What are you up to? And then he'll share some pictures, maybe tell me about an arrival that he's done or a departure procedure that was cool, maybe a lightning storm. He's always showing me pictures. And I always look forward to those conversations. And I think, a lot of pilots are that same way. It's like a brotherhood. We can just meet another pilot and have an instant bond with those people. And if you take those 4 motivations and maybe they're in a different priority, maybe your biggest motivation is adventure, that's not going to change a thing for the most part. But if you start to take away some of those motivations, for example, like if you take away the motivation to make money, now you've got guys that are willing to fly for free, and that doesn't really help the piloting community. And that's a discussion maybe for another day. But I think the worst one is if you take away a sense of adventure and a love of aviation, these people are insufferable. And if they make it to the pilot career, the sole reason they want to do it is for money and so that they can brag to people. And again, I have an acquaintance, and every time I see this individual, I just cringe, because the conversation has 2 topics: how awesome he is and how much money he makes, or how much money he's gonna make. And there's really no back and forth. He just wants to sit there and tell me that everybody else at the airline is an idiot, and if he wasn't there, that the whole place is gonna fall apart. And then, you get I make so much more money than all my neighbors in a couple of years when I become a captain. And it's the same tired line every time. And I'm just doing everything I can to get out of that conversation because it's so boring. These are the types of people, these are the trolls that ruin pilot forums, the ones making nasty comments, on YouTube videos. And they just really generally suck the energy out of the room. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If somebody comes to me and they say, I want to be a pilot, and I ask them why, and they say, because I want to be cool and make money, I'm going to steer them into something else, maybe like politics, or maybe they can open their own business. I'm going to do that for the pilot community. And I would ask you do the same thing. But if you do have a love of aviation, you want an adventure, you want to do some cool stuff and make some money, then welcome aboard. I think the pilot community is something that you really enjoy. There's so many great people out there, and it's just so much fun being a part of. So hit that like and subscribe button, and until I see you again, fly safe.